coming back to Los Angeles, or is everybody getting their hopes up for no reason? Well, the cloud of smoke is certainly growing. This week at the NFL meeting, Stan Kroenke's team presented its Inglewood plan to the owners. Welcome to the future. They'll be able to project ads onto a clear windshield-like roof, but more importantly, the stadium would have locker rooms, offices, and owner suites for two home teams. The NFL wants two teams in LA, and if Kroenke's building a stadium, they want to give him a roommate. Then the folks in Carson. Last week, they presented more than 15,000 signatures to be validated. After that, the Carson City Council can approve a stadium initiative, just like Mayor James Butts did in Inglewood. The two cities are moving at the speed of light to get this done, but it doesn't seem like Commissioner Roger Goodell is in much of a hurry.
We're focused on doing this right. If we go back to the Los Angeles market, we want to succeed for the long term.
Focused on doing this right. Where have I heard that before?
What matters to me is that we get this right for another 100 years.
Different commissioner, 10 years later, same party line. But the league is giving out clues that this time it could really happen, and it could happen sooner than we think.
I'm excited about it. I think LA should be a market where we play Super Bowls, where we have an NFL experience.
Then there's the man in charge of the NFL's Committee on Relocation to Southern California, Eric Grubman. The probability that we'll get something done in LA is going up. My own estimation is there's a good possibility of 2016. Next year. Sounds good. I do think someone is coming, because all these billionaires aren't wasting their time and money for nothing. We're not going to waste your time, I promise you that. A man that's waited 20 years for football to come back, from Power 106, Jeff G. And my buddy from the Beast 980, Sam Farber. Jeff, I'm going to get started with you. Roger Goodell said a lot last week, and he said very little at the exact same time. After hearing him, do you think we're any closer to getting a team?
Am I any closer to dating Kate Upton? No. But I think actually 6 months ago I would have said the same answer for NFL and LA. But I think we're getting closer. We're seeing the momentum now. We're seeing the rallies and the petitions and fans being more participating in this activity. So I think we're actually getting closer. 2016 is a possibility, Fred. And it's just a matter now of the politics, right? Lord Goodell's got to figure out which NFL franchise and which stadium is going to work out best and be most lucrative for the NFL. So I think we're getting close. They have to work out their money problems, and I think it'll be good. And I really want it to happen because I saw NFL games when I was a kid, and I want my kids to have that same experience, even if it is the Raiders and I have to buy a bulletproof vest.
I don't know. You know, here's what I think is really going to happen. I think a team is coming. I think Stan Kroenke has paved the way to come.
I agree.
I think the battle's going to be in the back room between Stan Kroenke and Dean Spanos. That's really the issue. The Raiders will simply have to attach because they don't have the financial wherewithal to build a stadium here. The league wants two teams, Sam. Do you like that idea?
Absolutely. I love the idea. I think we should have two teams here, and I think you mentioned before, what is Roger Goodell saying that's going to convince us that we're getting a team? It's actions speak louder than words. It's the guy who hasn't said a single thing to us the entire time who's talking to us the most, and that's Stan Kroenke. He's gone out there and pushed the ball forward the entire time. That's why the Rams are in front, and they're basically like your old college buddy going to a wedding. It's +1. Rams +1, whether it's the Raiders, the Chargers, or some made-up team to come later, it's going to be Stan Kroenke unless something really changes inside the game.
Which I don't think will. So that being said, Jeff, you get to pick two teams. We know we're talking about three. Rams, Raiders, Chargers. Give me two.
Rams, Chargers.
Rams, Chargers.
Rams, Chargers. Yeah, I think they're going to have some issues down there in San Diego. They might work it out like with an 11th hour deal, but I think Rams and Chargers I'd like to see it.
Sam?
I'll say Rams Raiders just because I think Stan Kroenke wants as much control as possible, and the one owner in the NFL you can absolutely control is Mr. Davis.
Eventually we will have a team in LA and a new owner in town, but it seems the current LA owners have a few